Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam.
ಹೇಗಿದ್ದೀರಾ? ಒಂದು ನಿಮಿಷ. ಓಕೆ, ಶುರು ಮಾಡೋಣ. ಓಂ ನಮೋ ಭಗವತೆ ವಾಸುದೇವ. ಓಂ ನಮೋ ಭಗವತೆ ವಾಸುದೇವ. ಓಂ ನಮೋ ಭಗವತೆ ವಾಸುದೇವಾಯ. ನಾರಾಯಣಂ ನಮಸ್ಕೃತ್ಯಂ ನರಂ ಚೈವ ನರೋತ್ತಮಂ ದೇವೀಂ ಸರಸ್ವತಿಂ ವ್ಯಾಸಂ ತತೋ ಜಯಮುದೀರೇ. ನಷ್ಟಪ್ರಾಯೇಷು ಅಭದ್ರೇಷು ನಿತ್ಯಂ ಭಾಗವತ ಸೇವಯ ಭಗವತೆ ಉತ್ತಮ ಶ್ಲೋಕೆ ಭಕ್ತಿರ್ಭವತಿ ನೈಷ್ಟಕಿ. ಮೂಕಂ ಕರೋತಿ ವಾಚಾಲಂ ಪಂಗುಂ ಲಂಘಯತೆ ಗಿರಿಂ ಯತ್ಕೃಪಾತಮಹಂ ವಂದೇ ಶ್ರೀಗುರು ದೀನತಾರಿಣಂ ಚೈತನ್ಯಮೀಶ್ವರಂ ಪರಮಾನಂದಮಾಧವಂ. ಓಂ ಅಜ್ಞಾನತಿಮಿರಂಧಸ್ಯ ಜ್ಞಾನಾಂಜನಾಶಲಾಕಯ ಚಕ್ಷುರುನ್ಮಿಲಿತಮೇನ ತಸ್ಮೈ ಶ್ರೀಗುರುವೇ ನಮಃ. नमः ओं विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनिति नामिने. नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणि निर्विशेषशून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणि. जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासदि गौरभक्तवृंद. हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे. नमस्कार कृष्ण कृष्ण कृष्ण. Hare Krishna. Thank you all for joining for Bhagavatam discussion. We'll continue our discussion. Yes, reading from Canto 2, Chapter 3, Text 12. Who is going to read today?
Not allocated, Prabhuji. I will read.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Shall I, Prabhuji?
Yeah, please go ahead.
Canto 2, Chapter 3, Text 12. Jnanam yat apratinivrutta gunormi chakram atma prasada uta yatra guneshu asangaha kevalya sammata patahatva ata bhakti yogaha ko nirvritho hari katasu ratimna kurya. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Transcendental knowledge in relation with the Supreme Lord Hari is knowledge resulting in complete suspension of the waves and whirlpools of the material modes. Such knowledge is self-satisfying due to its being free from material attachment, and being transcendental, it is approved by authorities. Who could fail to be attracted? Purport. According to Bhagavad Gita 10.9, the characteristics of pure devotees are wonderful. The complete functional activities of pure devotee are always engaged in the service of the Lord, and thus the pure devotees exchange feelings of ecstasy between themselves and relish transcendental bliss. This transcendental bliss is experienced even in the stage of devotional practice, sadhana avastha, if properly undertaken under the guidance of a bona fide spiritual master. And in the mature stage, the developed transcendental feeling culminates in realization of the particular relationship with the Lord by which a living entity is originally constituted, up to the relationship of conjugal love with the Lord, which is estimated to be the highest transcendental bliss. Thus, Bhakti Yoga, being the only means of God realization, is called Kevalya. Srila Jiva Goswami quotes the Vedic version, Eko Narayano Devaha Paravaranam Paramam Ashte Kevalya Samanjitaha. In this connection, and establishes that Narayana, the personality of Godhead, is known as Kevalya, and the means which enables one to approach the Lord is called the Kaivalya Pataha, are the only means of attainment of Godhead. This Kaivalya Panta begins from Shravana are hearing those topics that relate to the personality of Godhead, and the natural consequence of hearing such Harikatha is attainment of transcendental knowledge, which causes detachment from all mundane topics for which a devotee has no taste at all. For a devotee, all mundane activities, social and political, become unattractive, and in the mature state, such a devotee becomes uninterested even in his own body, and what to speak of bodily relatives. In such a state of affairs, one is not agitated by the waves of the material modes. There are different modes of material nature, and all mundane functions in which a common man is very much interested or in which he takes part become unattractive for the devotee. This state of affairs is described herein as Pratinivritta Gunormi, and it is possibly by Atma Prasada of complete self-satisfaction without any material connection. The first-class devotee of the Lord attains this stage by devotional service, but despite his loftiness, for the Lord's satisfaction, he may play a voluntary part of a preacher of the Lord's glory and dovetail all into devotional service, even mundane interests, just to give the neophytes a chance to transform mundane interest into transcendental bliss. Rupa Goswami has described this action of a pure devotee as Nirbandha Krishna Sambandhe Yuktam Vairagyam Uchyate. Even mundane activities dovetailed with service to the Lord are also calculated to be transcendental or approved Kaivalya affairs. Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. So, Sukadeva Goswami is speaking here. Now, before I move on, devotees, maybe use chat box. But what is that our relationship with the Lord? There are 5 major relationship, Bhagavatam talks about Shanta Rasa, or Sakya Rasa, Dasya Rasa, conjugal or Madhuri Rasa. So then one more, Vidya Rasa is one more. So what, Sakya, Shanta, Dasya, Shakya, sorry, Shanta, Dasya, Shakya, Madhurya, and Vatsalya. So out of which rasa we generally have with the Lord? Maybe you can put in the chat box, please, so that we can discuss on that topic later. So please use your chat box to put what is that rasa, or generally people will have, or general devotees will have, or what is you have? What is the individual, your relationship with the Lord? What is the rasa, or what is the relationship? Okay, so maybe everybody use the chat box, please put. Okay. Now, the Sukadeva Goswami saying, transcendental knowledge in relation with the Supreme Lord Hari is knowledge resulting in the complete suspension of the waves of the whirlpools of material modes. So, when the transcendental knowledge is acquired, the waves of the, Prabhupada explains that the waves of the sense gratification is suspended, naturally suspended. And it says, such knowledge is self-satisfying, and due to its being free from material attachment, being transcendental, is approved by the authorities. Who could fail to be attracted? So Sukadeva Goswami is asking, who is that who will not be interested in this? So because it's more attractive, at the same time it's more blissful, and who is that will not be interested? That's the kind of question Sukadeva Goswami is asking. So here Prabhupada quoting from Bhagavatam, it says 10.9, Tesham satata yuktanam bhajatam pritipurvakam dadami buddhiyogam tam yena mat upayuktate. Prabhupada is quoting that Krishna is saying, Tesham satata yuktanam, so one who is always worship me, pritipurvakam, with the love, and for them he says, dadami buddhiyogam tam. So he says, I will give intelligence and I'll give the mindset, so understanding, so that they can come back to me. So all that requires is that little inclination to serve the Lord. All that requires is that little desire to serve the Lord. Then balance, he takes care of it. Because Acharya is saying that when we serve Krishna, our senses also, our intelligence also takes over by the Krishna. Krishna gives the right intelligence. But only thing is, I should have that attitude. I should have the desire. Yes, my strong desire is to serve him. That's it. Balance will take care because Krishna will fulfill all my desires. My only desire that it serve him, because otherwise my desires will be in the material sense. Because the Sukadeva Goswami is saying that the material desires are like a continuously is coming. It's our mind is continuously thinking about sense gratification. So that can be controlled with the transcendental knowledge and that devotional service. So Prabhupada here says that sadhana avastha, we are sadhakas. Our only purpose is do sadhana. What is that result? Sadhya. So generally we say that no, sambandha jnana, abhidheya jnana, and prayojana jnana. So sambandha means the relationship. That's the question I asked. What is our relationship with the Lord? And what is the abhidheya? Abhidheya, what is the process? Yes, I developed this relationship, sambandha, and then what is the process? How do I achieve that? That is the abhidheya. And what is that result? Is prayojana. So one is the relationship, second is the process, and third is the result. The same way as a sadhakas, we are all sadhakas. Sadhaka should have a sadhana, means our identity is as a sadhaka. I need a process, sadhana avastha. So I need a process, and what is the result? Krishna prema. So that is a sadhya. So we all sadhana bhaktas, we should develop that kind of a qualities so that we should reach our yes some okay, the Ramesh Prabhu Siddhasya, Ashramata Dasya Rasa is Ashramata is sometime Bhakti Vatsalya and most of the time fear. Okay. Okay, Uma Shankar Prabhu is Vatsalya Rasa. Okay, good. Okay. So we should focus on our sadhana. When our sadhana is strong, because we cannot be Raganuga Bhaktas. Raganuga Bhakti is completely for pure devotees like Vrindavana Gopis. Yes, Sudama says that, sorry, Madhurya Rasa. Okay, we'll discuss on that. So we will not be able to reach that Raganuga Bhakti. We have to follow our sadhana. Sadhana means we have to do our day-to-day chanting, 16 round chanting Prabhupada is given, and reading Bhagavatam, maybe worship and offer prasadam to deity. So we should have an altar in the house. We should have a temple and Radha Krishna photo. And those who want to worship, of course, Radha Krishna deity worship is high standard. So generally, ISKCON standard says that we should maintain a lot of standard for that. So we can have a Gaurnita deity, maybe those who follow regularly daily offering, daily chanting, daily arati. Otherwise, simply go for the photo. But we need to do our sadhana. Main sadhana is chanting. Chanting should happen perfectly, and reading Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita, and preaching. This is what sadhana. And with that, we understand the process. With that, we understand the result is sadhya is Krishna prema. So here Prabhupada says that, and in the mature stage, the developed transcendental feeling culminates in the realization of a particular relationship with the Lord by which living entity originally constituted up to the relationship of conjugal love, and the Lord which is estimated to be the highest transcendental bliss. So Prabhupada is saying that conjugal love is the topmost. Otherwise, like for example, what I said is that Shantarasa. Shantarasa, for example, the given the grass in the Goloka Vrindavan or the plants in the Goloka Vrindavan, they are serving the Lord in Shantarasa because they don't reciprocate. Whereas next comes the this one, so Sakyarasa. There are friends of Lord in Vrindavan, I could see Sudama or other Gopas. They are in the friendship mode. Or Arjuna also in initial stages, sometime he was in a friendship. Later he surrenders and he becomes Dasya. So that's a friendship stage. And Dasya, we can see Hanuman. And generally, the devotees accept Dasya Rasa. Because we cannot even understand what is our Madhurya Rasa or what is Vatsalya Rasa. Vatsalya Rasa maybe like motherly or fatherly stage. Those who are into that level, they can understand. Otherwise, generally, uh, Dasya Rasa, and not even conjugal love. Conjugal love is that's only for gopis and that level. So that's why proper that's the topmost. So proper generally given is Dasya Rasa for us. So we should be in that mood that I should always serve the Lord. So I am always servant, he is the master. That is my position always. So that's why Prabhupada says Bhakti Yoga being the only means to realize the Lord. The Bhakti Yoga means to serve the Lord and do the devotional service. That is reach him. That's Kaivalya. Jiva Goswami is referring Eko Narayana Devaha Paravaranam Param Aste Kaivalya Samjastaha. So Narayana is Ek, only one. And to reach him, that the devotional service is the only way. So in this connection, he is also writes that Narayana, the personality Godhead, is known as Kaivalya. He is the ultimate goal. Krishna is the ultimate goal. Krishna is my topmost goal. When that is there, nothing else comes in between. So that's why to reach that level for sadhakas like us, dasya rasa, in that mood we should serve. So here Prabhupada says Kaivalya Pantha means attained that Godhead. So Prabhupada says that we can achieve through Shravana, hearing. What is that here? Hear the glories of the Lord, hear the chanting of the Lord, hear Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita. Here means, Shrunvata Swakata, Krishna Punya Shravana. He says that we should hear. And, Bhagavad Gita also, Krishna says, Tak Shrunu. He says, hear now. Hear means not just, passive hearing, attentive hearing. That's very difficult. The passive hearing is possible, but attentive hearing is very difficult. We should be 100% focused. I know there are wonderful devotees here, like Mariappan Prabhu, Rinamat. I mean, majority of you. Whatever I discussed, we are able to repeat. That means we are all attentively hearing. Definitely. I mean, all of you, majority of you will have that. But I don't have that hearing capacity. My hearing is very so bad. But that is what required. So Srila Prabhupada emphasized that hearing is the topmost. Hearing means like making note. I have seen Mariappan Prabhu writing notes, and there are devotees like without writing notes also they absorb. That means the hearing so perfect. So we have to hear, and when you hear, such a way that we should be able to repeat. That means I'll be more attentive. That's why the end of the discussion we are requesting for repeating. That means when you repeat, it becomes more stronger. So that's why Prabhupada is saying that the natural consequence of hearing of such harikatha is attainment of transcendental knowledge, which causes a detachment from the mundane topics. The more we hear the glories of the Lord, my mundane things from my mind slowly gets cleansed, because otherwise my mind is full of anarthas, all bad things. So like a glass of water, if the glass is full with the dirty water, and if I pour clean water, and slowly dirty water goes out, the dirt goes out, and finally we may get clean glass water. Similarly, my mind with all the dirty, when I hear more and more about Lord and His katha and His holy name and His glories, all the dirty in my mind gets out, and slowly it gets purified. It may not happen overnight, but definitely it happens. That's why Prabhupada says that mature state, such a devotee becomes uninterested in his own body. I mean, there are devotees, they're not bothered. We have seen in Vrindavan, morning they get up, do a Nitya Karma, they go to 3 houses and beg for alms. Whatever get, they eat. That's it. If they don't get, they fast that day. Because they know Krishna will arrange. We have seen that. Then some or other somebody will come and give. Krishna will arrange. Krishna will never keep anyone hunger. I mean, sometime he'll test, but he will arrange. That's for sure. And that's why such people, they're not bothered. They're not bothered for sense gratification. They're not bothered for their body. Their only aim is to please Krishna. So that's why Prabhupada says that one is not agitated by the waves of material modes. So our mind, we know that the thought process goes on, keep on going. So many things coming in. The kind of ocean, the waves are coming. Similarly, the thought process of material modes, that desires keep on coming. So that is can be controlled, or that can be diverted by hearing the glories of the Lord. So Prabhupada says that state of affairs described here is pratinivritta gunormi. So possible is Atma Prasad, or complete self-satisfaction without material concern. Atma Prasad means complete self-satisfaction. When can we complete self-satisfaction? When I completely connect with the Lord. Because self is Atma, can be happy only connected with the Atma, Paramatma. Otherwise, Atma cannot be happy. So that is possible when I completely surrender to the Lord and complete faith in the glories of the Lord. For that purpose, writes here, for the Lord's satisfaction, he may play voluntary part of preacher of the Lord's glory and dovetail all into devotional service. So this is the goal of any devotee. He should be able to dovetail all, whatever he has got in the service of the Lord. It may be his property, it may be his money, it may be intelligence, it may be his contact, it may be beauty, it may be art. Whatever Krishna given, I should engage everything in Krishna's service. That is the quality of a preacher. And that's the quality of a devotee. I mean, Prabhupada says pure devotee. Of course, we should also imbibe that qualities. Prabhupada told, Yaradeko Tareko Krishna Paresh. And utilize the principle, says, whatever I have, engage in Krishna's service. So easy. That's why preaching is so easy. Preaching is not difficult because it's easy. I may be traveling in the metro. I may be sitting next to somebody. I can strike a conversation with the neighbor. Yes, are you Hindu? Are you interested? Are you interested chanting? Are you interested in Bhagavatam? I mean, who knows where the connection will happen? We don't know. Or maybe have some prasad, some books, or colleagues, friends. It's easy. Wherever you go, yare dekho tare kaho. Wherever you go, wherever you see, carry something so that connect them to Krishna's lotus feet. That is the real quality of a preacher. That is our sadhana. In addition to our day-to-day sadhana, this is the additional sadhana Srila Prabhupada says. Because brahmachari, Srila Prabhupada said, morning after the program, they have to get out. They cannot sleep in the temple. They have to get out, distribute books, distribute Nagar Sankirtan, and come back in the evening again, continue sadhana. So that's how it's Prabhupada. For that says that here, Srila Rupa Goswami has described this action as pure devotion. Nirbandha Krishna Sambandhe Yuktam Vairagya Uchate. Nirbandha Krishna Sambandha. Everything has to be connected with the Lord. Krishna Sambandha. And everything not connected to Krishna, we should reject it. That is how my life should be. So nothing should be connected to the material. If something is not connected to the Krishna, just reject it. Accept only that is connected to the Krishna. I mean, that's the kind of mindset. Now, question may arise, how do I know what is connected to Krishna, what is not connected? So simple. Of course, the Bhagavatam is there, Bhagavad Gita is there, and so many Acharyas' instructions are there. That day to day we'll understand. Of course, other devotees are there, we can discuss and we can understand. But it's a consciousness. That's why Prabhupada named as International Society for Krishna Consciousness. I should be conscious of Krishna. So, see, if you really analyze Prabhupada's mood, it's so easy. Performing bhakti is so easy. He made it everything so simple. Especially we are all grahasthas, majority of us, maybe, I don't know, what is this? Saura Prabhu, yeah. Saura Prabhu, I don't know whether grahastha or brahmachari, I don't know. So, Saura Prabhu,
Brahmachari. Prabhuji.
brahmachari?
Brahmachari.
Wow.
Ji.
Okay.
Brahmachari Prabhu.
Okay, good. Okay, so the grahasthas, easy. We can be in the house. We can make our house itself a temple. Doesn't mean that we should not go to temple. Sure, definitely we should go temple. but make our house itself a temple, make an altar daily, whatever. Definitely you have to cook, right? Definitely we cannot survive without eating. Cook vegetarian, pure vegetarian, without onion, garlic. Cook nicely with the mood to offer to Krishna, and go in front of Lord's photo, Radha Krishna's photo, and request Srimati Radharani and Krishna, please accept it. Of course, definitely pray to your spiritual master and Prabhupada. With their help, offer to Krishna. And Krishna says, if you offer with the love, offer with the bhakti, I'll eat it. So that becomes Krishna Prasad. So whole the food what we eat becomes Krishna Prasad. When we eat Krishna Prasad, the whole consciousness of our soul changes. Prabhupada says our brain tissues get purified because our brain is full of contamination. This is the one of purification. And I may be having some guest. Yes, when the guest comes, give them prasada and invite guest. This is the Priti Lakshana Prabhupada. The Rupa Goswami says the 6 ways of exchange Priti Lakshana, like giving gift and receiving the gift. Somebody's birthday, somebody's anniversary, or somebody, go to their house, give some gift. It need not be the big, but it's not the what you give. It's a love is important. Visit the house. We nowadays forget visiting the house. Even no phone calls, even message also copy paste. They don't even write a proper message. I mean, we have to little make it personal. Possible visit, or at least make a call. This is and when they come to your house, receive them. Guest. That's the reason we are doing this calling seva. Call each one, build the relationship. This is a Priti Rakshana. That is the first level, the first two, receiving the gift and giving the gift. Then giving prasad and receiving prasad. So call devotees to your house and offer them prasad. And also, when they call, go to the house, because this is how we can exchange the love. And next, the two comes the share your thoughts. We always should have somebody to share. That's the reason, again, the calling service. Again, the calling service done, we should have the relationship. We should have not only relationship, the faith. When somebody shares with you, sometimes they may share their personal things or secret things, maybe. But we should be very careful not to share with anybody, not make mockery out of it, not make fun out of it, or take it seriously, and possible give your guidance. If not, at least pray to them with your heart, Supreme Lord, because each one want to share. Because when they share, their heart becomes lighter. That is how the Priti Lakshana happens. So, and of course, we should hear at the same time. I should share with somebody else. I should have somebody to share. I should have somebody to receive also. This is how the Priti Lakshana happens. So this is how a devotee community can build. This is the reason we are trying to push devotees. Please call somebody, I mean, as per the list allocated, and also receive the call. And if you're not able to call them, please let us know, find out who else. Or you are not able to receive a call, let us know, we can do that. So that the relationship is built, and let's develop the habit of going to somebody's house, visiting somebody's house, helping them. This is the kind of attitude we should develop. This is the Priti Lakshana. That is a part of sadhana, will help us to progress in the bhakti. With this, I'll stop here. Devotees can share your comments and thought process. Prasad, if I made some mistakes, please forgive me. So you want to share? Okay. Want to start with the other side, or A or V? Okay, Asha Mataji can start. Okay, Saurabh Prabhu, go ahead. Okay, no.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, pranam.
Pranam Prabhuji.
Today my takeaways is the path of bhakti and the different levels of bhakti. And whatever we are bhakti, there is Sankarasa or Vasarasa or Dasarasa. We have to move on that proper way, maintaining all kinds of terms and condition, and to fulfilling all kinds of rules and regulations, so that it's my belief, if we maintain the rules and regulations, the all kind of principles, regular chanting, reading Bhagavatam, attending the Bhagavatam classes, then attaining the God, attending the Krishna's about it's not so much far away. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Thank you so much. Asha Mataji.
I understood the class today. Today's takeaway is what kind of attitude I should have towards Krishna, and then this will take me move ahead with my bhakti. That I understood, Prabhuji. And as far as I know, I think so. Dasya Rasa is one of the thing I wrote, because now at this stage, I think so. I'm only in the stage of serving the Lord, and other than that, I don't know anything. So it's Dasya Rasa. So I understood this part of the class, Prabhuji. Thank you for the class.
Thank you so much, Mataji. Mariappan Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Sure.
Lot of messages in this today's class, Prabhuji, and lot of understanding also. The rasas you have explained, Shanta Rasa, Sakya Rasa, Dasya Rasa, Madhurya Rasa, Vatsalya Rasa. In fact, I'm unable to respond immediately because I even though I had in the mind about Dasya and Vatsalya are my preferences, because this must be, I think everyone must have this in their mind, because this is a part of the goal of devotion, I feel. Unless we are clear about the goal, we cannot progress properly. So one must be able to firmly fix the individual goal. So that way, I feel always I used to treat Supreme Lord as my child, Vatsalya, and also I used to prefer as a Dasya also. These two aspects are my this thing always preferred the mode of this thing, and my only desire must be serving Krishna. Sadhaka should have sadhana, and Gaurnita is recommended, you are saying, and in home at least, and Krishna is my ultimate goal, and serve in Dasya Rasa, hear glories of Lord, and one perfect this thing, very interesting example you give. Contamination in a glass of water is cleansed by pouring pure water continuously. Like that, if spiritual messages are constantly poured in my mind, gets automatically cleaned. It's true also. We are experiencing every day and this thing, every progress of spiritual voyage. When self is connected in full faith with the Supreme Lord, definitely we can expect the progress in the spiritual journey. And I must dovetail everything, all my possession, all my knowledge, all material, and whatever I have it in the Supreme Lord's relationship, and see that it is optimum utilized in spiritual this thing with all topmost priority. And whatever is not connected with Krishna, that deserves rejection. That knowingly or unknowingly I am doing actually. Whenever whenever I used to switch on the TV, I used to opt for all current affairs and all political and all whatnot, all rubbish news channels and all. Now I have completely get rid of the all other this thing except Krishna related messages. Nothing, no other thing can attract my mind. And Srila Prabhupada has designed a spiritual practice precisely suitable for every practicing devotee in such a way that everyone must practice perfect in smooth and simple understanding procedure. It is like ready to eat beautifully served in this thing kitchen. It is so attractive, and it is so simple for anyone to understand and practice. Only thing, one must have a determination. That way, ISKCON and our acharyas are so wonderfully guiding us. I'm really grateful, and it is if at all I have to express my reciprocate my gratitude, I have to fully with all gratitudes. That much I understood, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Prabhu. Thank you so much. Thank you. So nice. Yes,
Prabhuji, I just want to add something, Prabhuji.
please, please.
One more thing, Dasirasa is always there, that service attitude I have. And apart from that, I accepted Krishna as the supreme, because that is one thing. I used to worry for small things. What will happen? How is it? And now I have a clear realization that I am nothing. Nothing happens because of me. And he is there to take care, and he is the one, he is the controller. So I accepted him completely. That has happened, and because after listening to you and hearing to your classes, that realization has come, Prabhuji. So along with Dasarasa, I accepted him completely. So I consider him as my master also. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
So nice, Mataji. So nice. Yes, Reena Mataji.
Jai Shri Krishna Prabhuji,
Uh,
Dandavat Pranam. Uh, First, I was not able to understand which Rasha I would fall in, but then once you explained, I was able to relate to myself that I am also relating to Lord Shri Krishna as his servant through the Bhakti Yoga, which means serving the Lord. So then that's the reason I responded a little late. And today's understanding is relationship with the Lord. Shri Krishna gives us the right intelligence. I must have the right desire to serve service the Lord Shri Krishna. And you explained the various processes that goes through. And most importantly, one should be like a sadhaka and be in the sadhana of Sri Krishna Prema. And the highest standard is praying or worshipping Lord Shri Krishna, Radha Krishna. And by chanting Lord Shri Krishna, it helps us to attain the Krishna love, and with lot of love and purity and compassion. And the beautiful example that you gave of the water, I could also relate to it. And by chanting the holy name, it also helps us not only cleanse our heart, but also removes all negative emotions, awakens us with the inner peace. So that was a good thing that I have learned. In terms of takeaways, I think the true spirituality is all about the inner transformation, and chanting and hearing God's name are the most powerful tools, is what I understand. If the heart is dedicated towards Lord Shri Krishna, I think that's the ultimate thing that can happen to us. And most important thing that I have learned today is all these things that we are doing is by listening to Lord Shri Krishna, and by chanting, it helps. And the more we also spread awareness among people, it also enhances our knowledge, and also improves our mindset to connect towards Lord Shri Krishna. And it is a conscious way of reaching out to Lord Shri Krishna. So that has been my learning. So it teaches us to become more human and spiritually alive when we keep chanting Lord Shri Krishna's name again and again. That's my learning.
Thank you so
Jai
much.
Shri Krishna.
Thank you, Sudha Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. So before beginning, I would like to say, like a few years back, I was not reading Bhagavad Gita, and that time, my sister, younger sister actually, she was in a terminal ill, and I thought if anything happens to her, I'm not going to do any puja and all that. I'm going to throw away all the photos which are there. I was that revolent kind. Ultimately, we couldn't save her, unfortunately. But then what I thought didn't happen, fortunately, because I read Bhagavad Gita to understand about life and what it is. So, like, whoever, my friends or relatives, I tell them to read Bhagavad Gita because it will answer anything in your life. Whatever question, doubts that you have, Bhagavad Gita has an answer for it. So that's how it's not just reading and leaving. I also like be thinking about, everything, every incident. Like, say, for example, like when Sanatan they entered, they want to visit Narayan. Then Jai Vijay, they will object. And that time, Hari, along with Lakshmi, they come running and they give so much importance to Sanatana. They will do all the respectful, whatever rituals he's supposed to do. And he will also say that the way you pass, if I put even one mud of a grain of mud, then I'm blessed, he will say. I was surprised. He's the creator. He's the everything. But see how he is behaving. We humans, what are we? We can't even compare to, Krishna. That's how it inspired each and every incident of in Bhagavad Gita. It inspired me and I fell in love with Krishna. How can he be like this? When we compare with humans, we cannot compare also. He's so good. That's why I can't actually give what relation, but he's everything to me, for me.
Yeah, yeah.
That's what, Prabhuji.
Yeah, each individual is different. We cannot judge somebody's relationship. Definitely no.
Yeah.
One can.
So each and everything, like he being for Arjuna, he was he was a driver for Arjuna. How can he? He's a CEO of this universe. But for his bhakta, how much he bow down and how much he's doing for his bhakta. So he's so great. So that all moved me, Prabhuji. That's why I liked Krishna very much.
Thank you so much. Please bless us also. Swati
And
Mataji. Swati Mataji, the same thing. Yeah.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Mataji.
From the class, I could learn that we have to be a sadhana and do our sadhana with uh, with great perfection as much as we can, so that we'll get Krishna prema as the result. And from the rasas, I am always into the dasya rasa only. There is nothing else. And actually, I've started Bhagavatam class after talking to Mataji, Prema Mataji. So I'm still having confusions in life. So during that confusions, always some presence is there. Even if there is confusion, means we may get a little worried of other whoever we near and dear to us and all. So all that things through that he sails us through without any issue. So before an incident happened in my life, I have started hearing to Bhagavad Gita. It was there in my childhood. I lost somewhere. I came and somebody took me there, and uh, it helped me actually. When a real incident happened, that panic was not there. It just went off. I could think clearly and take proper actions there. So that consciousness, the highest level of consciousness for a mere person like me, also he's taking care. So that is, I have only Dasarasa to,
Thank you so
and
much.
yeah, that's the takeaway from my end.
Sure. Okay. Ramesh Prabhu, want to say anything? Umashankar Prabhu. Yes.
Krishna Prabhuji.
Yes.
So The class was really very good, and I could relate it with yesterday's class also regarding the demigods. So we actually we do the pray the demigods due to some material benefits. But if you actually if you are performing the pure devotional service, then whatever with the rasas it is told, actually Krishna, we establish the relationship with Krishna. So it, in case of trouble, he may be acting as Sakya also. So at that time, so all the kind of relationships come into active, not only one single thing. All the five rathas, it will automatically Krishna will establish, give us the support all the time. So only thing is to rely on the Maha Mantra and perform the devotional service. Hare Krishna.
Sure, bro, 100% yes. Varsha Mataji, final touch.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
How is the father-in-law?
Same Prabhuji. Today again admitted for chemo. Third chemo is going on.
I
Yeah.
request all devotees to keep him in a prayer, whatever must do.
Okay.
Yes. Okay, yes, Varsha Mataji, go ahead.
Nothing, Prabhuji. That's all. To stay in this, for me, the toughest thing is to stay in this form only, Prabhuji. Sometimes I will be very much involved. Like few months back, I was very much involved. Like yeah, and I heard your class only, and I was so. I mean, from past 2 years, I'm doing this Goklashtami, Krishna Janmashtami thing very seriously. But then to stay in that state of mind is difficult. Situations and I don't know, work and be everything changes, and I cannot stay in that state forever. Luckily, I got this class, and people, devotees in this class, pull me back to again come on path. Yes, Prabhuji, that's Hare Krishna.
Two things, Mataji. Maybe one, maybe select any good devotee, especially for female, where with whom you can openly discuss.
Yes, Prabhuji.
That will help lighten your heart, and also you'll get realization from other side. And
Yes.
satsanga, at least once a week, satsanga that will help a lot.
Yes,
Makes a
Prabhuji.
lot of difference.
Yeah.
Possible, please.
Very much distracted person. I am true.
I know. So, please make it a point to Sundays, at
Yes,
least
Prabhuji.
that will help.
Yeah.
So, devotees each other will help each other because each one is sailing the same boat. Maybe each one is going to different. Nobody is maybe little difference here and there, but all of us need help. So we have to help each other. We have to, all sail together. So let's support each other. That's what we can do. Okay, we'll stop here. Vancha kalpatarubhyasya kripa sindhubhyasya patitana pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo ananta koti vaishnavrinda ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Grantara Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Samaveta Bhakta Vrinda ki jai. We'll see you tomorrow, same time. Hare Krishna.